Hey everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Novel Chemistry channel. If you're gearing up to absolutely crush organic chemistry for your GATE or CSIR net exams, then you have landed in the perfect spot. Today, we're not just going to talk about studying, we're going deep into strategy. So, let's get right into it.
So I want to kick things off with this one question, because honestly, it's the only one that really matters. So many of you are putting in the work, you're getting good scores, but you feel that top rank is just somehow out of reach. So what is it? What's that secret ingredient that makes all the difference?
Well, it almost always boils down to this, right here. On one side, you've got what I call the notes-only trap. This is where you're just relying on coaching notes, trying to rote memorize every single reaction. And yeah, it might get you a decent score, but that knowledge is paper thin. It disappears under pressure. But then, on the other side, you have the standard text strategy. This is all about building a deep, rock-solid understanding from the very beginning. This is the path that unlocks those top-tier ranks.
To get on that path, we have to make a fundamental shift in our mindset. We've got to move away from just memorizing facts and really truly commit to understanding the why behind everything. And the best tool for that shift? You guessed it, it's the standard reference books.
And this is the absolute key takeaway. Listen, your notes are great, they are fantastic for revision, for that last-minute brush-up, but the standard textbooks, they do something so much more powerful. They don't just feed you information. They actually teach you how to solve problems, how to see connections, and most importantly, how to think like a real chemist. That little distinction, well, that's the whole game right there.
So where do we even start on this journey? Well, we start by building a foundation that is absolutely unbreakable. You can't build a skyscraper on a weak foundation, and you sure can't master advanced organic chemistry if your basics aren't rock solid.
These three right here, they're your non-negotiables. First up, General Organic Chemistry, or GOC. Think of this as the basic grammar of the subject. You have to know it. Second, Stereochemistry. Because molecules aren't flat drawings on a page, they're 3D objects, and you have to be able to see them that way. And third, Reaction Intermediates. These are the key players, the main characters that really decide how a reaction is going to play out.
Okay, for that GOC foundation, you need authors who just get it. Paula Bruce is fantastic because her explanations are so clear and student-friendly, she just makes concepts click. Then, for that deeper dive, the book you'll keep on your shelf for your entire career is the legend himself, Jerry March. It's simply unmatched.
Now for stereochemistry, developing your 3D vision is everything. Jonathan Clayton's book is an absolute masterpiece for this. It connects structure and reactivity in a beautiful way. If you're just starting, PS Calci is an amazing place to get the fundamentals down. But if you want true mastery, the kind that sets you apart, then the works by LAL and Sengupta are the definitive guides.
And to really get a grip on those key players, the intermediates, you've got to read Peter Sykes' A Guidebook to Mechanism. It's legendary for a reason. It just teaches you the logic of how electrons move. Then you can layer on Clayton and March for even more depth, making sure you see the whole story of how a reaction actually happens.
Okay, with that foundation totally secure, now we're ready to dive into the real heart of the subject. This is the part with the most weightage, the part that matters most: reactions and mechanisms.
I absolutely love this quote because it is so true. Think about it. If you just memorize who reacts with who to make what, you're just learning a list of words. But when you understand the mechanism, that step-by-step pathway, you're actually reading the story. And stories are what we remember.
So to become a master storyteller of mechanisms, Clayton is your #1 guide. He just brilliantly shows you the logic behind pushing electrons. You'll want to pair that with Paula Bruce for her amazing problem-solving strategies, and then, when you're ready for the really tough stuff, turn to Carrie Sandberg for those advanced examples that'll prepare you for anything.
Now, when we talk about a super important topic like aromaticity, those same names pop up again. Peter Sykes is fantastic for giving you crystal clear explanations of substitution mechanisms, while Jerry March provides that super deep, comprehensive theory that you need to handle any tricky question the examiners might come up with.
Of course, you can't have reactions without your tools, and that means really understanding your reagents. For this, you absolutely need Carruthers and Carrie Sandberg on your desk. They're like the encyclopedias you will come back to again and again. But here's the trick. Always connect what you learned there back to Clayton so you understand why that reagent does what it does.
Oh, name reactions, a huge favorite for examiners. And trust me, just memorizing them is a total dead end. You have to understand the details, the nuances. And for that, authors like Zweifel and Clayton are amazing. They break down these super complex reactions and give you the deep mechanistic insight that really separates the top rankers from everybody else.
All right, let's talk about one of the most beautiful and, let's be honest, challenging topics, pericyclic reactions. To really appreciate the elegance of orbital symmetry, Clayton is just unbeatable. The way he explains it makes the Woodward-Hoffman rules feel totally intuitive. And for more examples and different angles, March and Bruce are also fantastic resources to have.
Okay, so you've built the foundation. You've mastered the core reactions. The last step is tackling these advanced topics. This is the stuff that really separates the top 1%. This is how you lock in your rank.
Natural products chemistry is where everything you've learned comes together in this awesome puzzle. You're applying all your skills to these huge, complicated molecules. Clayton gives you a great starting point, but you'll definitely want to check out more specialized books from authors like S.P. Bucani to see how all those reactions are used in the real world of synthesis.
And finally, to be a complete chemist, you need to be able to figure out what you've actually made. That means spectroscopy. And while Clayton has it woven in, the book by Pavia, Lampman, and Crises is pretty much the gold standard for learning how to solve spectral problems. Honestly, mastering this isn't just for the exam, it's a critical skill for your entire career.
So, what does this all mean? What it adds up to is a clear roadmap. It's about a commitment, not just to passing a test, but to achieving real, genuine excellence in this subject. This slide right here, this says it all. When you commit to learning from these standard books, you're doing so much more than just prepping for an exam. You are learning the language, the logic, and the art of organic chemistry. You are literally on the path to becoming a chemist.
So here it is, your simple takeaway strategy. Build your foundation with the standard books. Always, always focus on the why, the mechanism, not just the what. Use your notes for what they're good for, quick revision, but do your real, deep learning from the masters. That's it. That is your blueprint for mastery.
And I'm going to leave you with this last thought. A good score on an exam is temporary, but a deep, fundamental understanding of your subject, that is a legacy. That's something you build for your entire career. The path is laid out, you have the tools, so the only question left is, are you ready to get started?